Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at GCNlive.com.
Greetings, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and sometimes deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your health and vitality and well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That's why we're here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system, the human body is a healing system, it's a regenerating system, and it is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing, renewing, regenerating system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition, prescription drugs, if you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we welcome your phone calls here on The Bright Side, 844-236-6010. We'll get your calls a little bit earlier. The phone lines have been lighting up the last couple of weeks, and I want to try to squeeze in as many calls as possible. I want you guys to see how simple and how easy health can be, how simple and easy it can be to reverse whatever your chronic degenerative disease crisis is. And you guys, I cannot emphasize this enough. I've seen this over and over and over and over again. Blood pressure drop, weight, people losing weight and feeling better, more energy, better sex life, just all kinds of markers of health and wellness, blood sugar, etc., can improve once you start to incorporate these strategies. Let us into your life. Let us show you how easy this can be. Blood sugar, by the way, is especially easy to correct. I've gotten, since Doc Wallach was on George Norrie a couple of nights ago, and he must have said something. I didn't listen to the interview, but he must have said something about diabetes, because I'm getting all kinds of letters about blood sugar and diabetes, and I want you to know that while diabetes is the third leading cause of death, and if you factor in all the heart disease and cancer that's caused by blood sugar problems and dysglycemia, it could very well be that blood sugar issues are the #1 cause of death in this country. And it's so tragic because it's so easy to control and reverse without drugs, without doctors, without the medical model, by simply using good nutrition and nutritional strategies. Diabetes, blood sugar issues, dysglycemia are almost in this fashion voluntary. We have to want them. We have to want these issues. And if you don't want them, let us show you how easy it can be to lower your blood sugar, to reverse your diabetes. And make no mistake about it, diabetes is a process. Dysglycemia, messed up blood sugar, is a process. That means it's reversible. I don't like using the word cure. It's not cure because there's nothing there. A cure refers to something that's permanently and then miraculously permanently there and then miraculously changes. That's not what's happening when we correct blood sugar problems. We're simply reversing a process that is continuously occurring. In any case, it's super easy to do using the B complex, chromium, vanadium, reducing your intake of blood sugar spiking foods. And we can help you do that. 844-236-6010 is our number today and every day on The Bright Side. If you're interested in purchasing any of the longevity products you hear us talk about on the program or recommend, call the Bright Side Ben phone team, 866-735-2470. Or you can head over to my blog, pharmacistben.com, or brightsideben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com. You can order right off the website, or you can click on the Join the Team link and join the Bright Side Ben team and help change lives yourselves. Do what I'm doing here. It's so easy to do, and you can make some money while you're doing it as well. Wouldn't it be nice to make money while you're helping people? Wouldn't it be nice to make residual income, a check coming in every month, just for helping people get their health straight, just for helping people get on a good nutritional supplement program like the one designed by Dr. Wallach, you can click on the Join the Team link, or you can call the phone team, 866-735-2470 for a one-time $10 fee. You can start yourself a longevity business and earn thank you checks and get your products at the wholesale price, etc. They can tell you all about it, 866-735-2470, or hit the Join the Team link at brightsideben.com or criticalhealthnews.com or pharmacistben.com. Okay. We've been talking about anxiety and its relationship to nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is super duper important. A case could be made. It is, well, I don't want to say it's the most important chemical in the body, but it's right up there, certainly. And there's a relationship between anxiety and nitric oxide. Nitric oxide signals an emergency to the brain. Nitric oxide levels go up when there's some kind of invader into the body. Sugar can make your nitric oxide levels go up, and the brain will then read the elevated nitric oxide, and it will set up anxiety or some kind of jitteriness or some kind of emotional sensation that we'll interpret as an emergency. In other words, the brain will read the nitric oxide and say, emergency, emergency, get the heck out of the situation, and we may interpret this as anxiety or even depression for that matter. And by the way, all of this connection between nitric oxide and mental health has not been missed by drug companies. Drug companies are always looking for new mechanisms and new drugs, and now drug companies are exploring, of course, anti-anxiety medications and antidepressants that work by inhibiting nitric oxide pharmacologically, and of course that means poisoning the body. Make no mistake about it. If you're on a prescription drug, you're poisoning the body. That's how these things work. I'm not talking here hyperbolically or metaphorically or poetically. I'm talking literally. They poison the body. Nitric oxide poisoning is now becoming one of the targets or one of the approaches of drug companies, especially when it comes to anti-anxiety and antidepressants. Nitric oxide is involved in inflammation, anti-inflammation. It's part of the wound healing process. It helps keep nerve cells firing. It's one of the most important components of the circulatory system. It's how blood vessels open up. This stuff is incredibly important. We've only known about it for 20 years, at least literally. We knew something was there, but we didn't know it was nitrogen that was doing all this stuff. Nitrogen via nitric oxide. Nitrogen's absolutely amazing, amazing stuff. I know I'm kind of an element or chemistry geek, but to a chemistry geek, oh my God. We'll talk about nitrogen here in a little bit when we talk about nitrates and nitrites, if not today, probably tomorrow. All right, one of the most fascinating roles for nitric oxide involves chemical warfare. Yes, chemical warfare that's taking place inside our bodies. There's a constant chemical battle that's going on between our cells and invaders. Our cells and bacteria and viruses and funguses and yeast. Nitric oxide, as it turns out, is one of the ways our cells, the cells of our defense system, our immune system cells, address pathogens, disease-causing living entities that enter into the blood. Nitric oxide is it's chemical warfare. It's shot out of cells. It's sprayed out of cells. We talked about how nitric oxide is sprayed out of cells to open up blood vessels, that way enabling the circulatory system to drain away toxins and to allow white blood cells to get to the areas of the invader. But it turns out that nitric oxide is also a toxic gas for microbes. Cells will spray out. This is so amazing. Nitric oxide is actually chemical warfare made by cells to kill bacteria, to kill microbes, to kill pathogens. It's part of our body's chemical weaponry against invaders. Now, I'm telling you, this is the coolest thing. At the microscopic, submicroscopic levels of our cells, there's this battle going on, and when an invader enters into the body, the cells will spray out this chemical weapon, nitric oxide. And it's not just immune cells, by the way, that can produce this toxic gas. Muscle cells can produce this toxic gas. Heart cells can produce this toxic gas. Bone cells, skin cells, the cells that make connective tissue. Liver cells, pancreas cells, brain cells, even your brain cells make nitric oxide to kill invaders. How amazing is this? The cells of our body that ordinarily are bone and muscle and form the structure, they moonlight. They got a dual role. They produce nitric oxide to kill pathogens and invaders that may enter these different organs, the liver and the pancreas and the brain. So in other words, via this manufacturing capability, the ability to make nitric oxide, This element, nitric oxide, this defensive chemical, is spread throughout the body. It's misted throughout the body to purify it. You think nitric oxide is important? Oh my God. There is so much stuff about nitric oxide, and upregulating nitric oxide is something we should all be thinking about. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back right after this.
Did you know every woman will layer on 14 pounds of toxins in use of cosmetics alone? Unfortunately, top brands women rely on to look their best may be hiding harsh chemicals that have been linked to cancer, organ failure, and birth defects. Longevity Minerals, an all-natural beauty line that heals your skin from the inside out. Try it today at www.morethanhighhills.com. That's www.morethanhighhills.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Hi, John Hubner from Midas Resources. Are you tired of watching your hard-earned assets dwindle away? As government spending is out of hand and the Federal Reserve is creating in excess of $20 billion a week, are you tired of stockbrokers gambling away your hard-earned money? Is this market a setup for a crash greater than 1987? Too many of today's policies resemble those that led to the collapse of 1929. This is John Hubner, and that was me in 2007. And we all know what happened when the subprime credit bubble burst. By March 2009, the dollar lost 50% of its value. The entire U.S. banking system was on the verge of collapsing. Like all financial problems of the past, is history about to repeat itself? Call me, John Hubner, at 1-800-686-2237, extension 129, before it's too late to protect yourself. Will the oncoming catastrophe take all private IRAs, 401ks with it? There is a way to protect your hard-earned assets. Call me, John Hubner, at 1-800-686-2237, extension 129.
It's no secret that government and big business buy in bulk and get huge discounts not available to the little guy. Until now. Introducing a breakthrough crowd buying website where people can join together, buy in bulk, and get massive discounts on millions of popular products. It's TogetherSave.com. TogetherSave.com. You can save 20, 30, or even 50% off tablets, smartphones, cars, appliances, textbooks, sports equipment, video games, and much more. All with free delivery. Check it out. TogetherSave.com. Visit now and start group buying today at TogetherSave.com.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light System today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are GCN.
Okay, we're back on The Bright Side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We're on the air Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific, 10 to 11 Central Time, 24/7 on our archive page at brightsideben.com. Thanks for joining us today. We're on the air let's see, what was I going to tell you here? We're on the archive page 24/7 at brightsideben.com, and we're talking nitric oxide here. There's a really cool book really cool book called The Silent Revolution in Cancer and AIDS Medicine that is not exactly